This I got off of eBay. It's a genuine piece, TRD. Okay, first of all, what do we get here? I'll scan these as well. It's basic instructions how to put it on. Got some blocks here which are actually used as spacers. You know where to put it. You've got your 3M cleaner and a cleaning wipe. Basically I think they're 4mm and 1mm spacers, but yeah, we'll go through that when we go to put it on. That's all good. Let's have a look at it. This is an incredibly expensive piece of plastic, so I was really considering not buying one of these. I thought, yeah, I've gone all the way, let's just go a little bit further. And I don't want too much on the outside of the car that looks garish or out of place, but this really makes the car look much nicer. There we have it. So yes, it is a genuine piece, but yeah, it's just a piece of plastic basically, and you're really paying for the TRD there. I would have been completely fine with it not being there, but we can't take it off. It's actually in the plastic under a coat or something, what it feels like, but it does look nice. So yeah, this goes on the back of the window there. It's an aero stabilizing piece of plastic. Can't remember exactly the name of it. Excuse me. Aero stabilizing cover. That's what it is. So yeah, there's a big gap under the bonnet, which we'll show you when we go to fit it on. And the airflow goes down there. I've noticed with when they race these cars, especially the Autolink one up there and other ones on YouTube, they put some tape over the back of the bonnet there just to stop the air rushing down there, because there's quite a large gap. So I thought I'd put one of those on there because of highway speed. It might help mileage, but probably not. And also there's just a giant gap where things could fall down, so it plugs that up as well. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece for what it is. And for the process on the back here, we can see there, yeah, we've just got tape, which a lot of things get stuck on these days. I'm used to screwing things down, but yeah. So what we're going to do is take off a piece of this up to about here and here, here and here, also a bit on the ends, and then place it, and then peel those off, and then put some pressure down. This down. It's already dusty. It's just been sitting in my room for a couple of days, not even that. Just got to mock it up. Got some masking tape for the sides. $10mm on this side. So from here we have the trunk to glass and the spacer. So if it's 8mm here, it's got to be a 4mm gap between the boot trunk, which has got to come out, as we see here. So we'll just get the spacers, we'll measure that first and then the spacers. Mine seems to be 8. Here's they call them gummus spacer, so gum spacer. So I need, yeah, well obviously 4mm, so 2 block ones. Guessing that one's stuck together. All the time it's just gone into these little rubber block things and instructions. It's kind of tricky. Okay. Let's look at our formula spaces. We have the 3 blocks that we've just made. Here it's a little bit confusing because here it says in between the plastic cover and the trunk, where here it shows in the groove of the plastic cover and the trunk, the boot. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so we have our center line here. We'll just stick this on and then we peel it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then we should be done. And you're supposed to push down onto it as per this instruction. You're not supposed to use a rag or whatever. I guess it pushes it around, so you've just got to press down with enough force and be careful not to push it up. Which is fair enough. Stop fluffy bits getting in, I guess. I would have used a rag, I'm not going to lie. So we've got our cleaner. Get that one done first. This is already filthy. Next is the primer to help it stick. This needs to be left for about 10 minutes, I think. So while this is drying, we'll tape up. It's really stinks. I'm going to tape up the should be enough time, so center line, so we're going to do that early. So, looks about right. Looks about right. Yes, we'll push down. Start with this one. Two. Carefully see we readjusted accidentally. Down a little bit on this before I open the boot and do the underside. I also use the window as a guide as well to see how crooked you are. Okay, take the spacers away. Three and four. Okay. Looks really nice. It's nice and subtle. And another mention too, if you're ever going to put louvers on your car, this is not compatible, so that's something to think of too before you purchase something like this. Okay guys, it almost looks factory. I really like it. It really does flow nicely, and it's on the black part of the window too, so it's not obscuring anything. No, that looks really, really good. Okay guys, while we're here doing all this, just some small details. This has been bothering me here. The seats, whatever dripped down through the console and rusted all that out, which I've repaired in previous videos. It affected this as well. This one's not so bad. This is what it's supposed to look like. So I'm just going to take them out and give them a quick polish just to make them cleaned up. I am replacing these seats, but I'm not sure if we're using the same bolts or it's got them included. I've forgotten, it's been so long. Passenger seat bolts. You can see this one here is entirely corroded. So they're supposed to be black, but I'm going to just polish them to a chrome-like finish. Basically, it's just easy to polish them out, because if I paint them, they're just going to scratch as soon as I put them in, because they're under a lot of torque when you pressure when you tighten them up. So, as usual for the polishing, Autosol, need some more. This has done me good. 3 years worth. Wire brush to get out all the nastiness, and then some polishing tips. I'll just use this one to start, and I've got a variety of them to go through. These are about, I don't know, $10 for a pack if you go down to your local auto parts store. Figure out which one's best for you. But yeah, you need several different types of tips to get in there. But yeah, this is my first time polishing these ones. We'll see how we go. Okay, and there we go. Wire brush got rid of most of the corrosion. There's a couple of small bits of pitting I could have sanded out, but yeah, I'm short-sighted, so looking at it right up near my eyeball, it's the only way you could actually see it. But yeah, it looks much better than what it was. So we'll go stick these in, and I'll take out the driver's ones. They're really hard to get out, so I had to put some WD-40 on there, and hopefully I could loosen it. But yeah, I'll show you what they look like inside, and that's basically done. Okay, and there we go guys, we've got the bolts all nice and polished and tightly secured in. Something most people never even see, but every time I vacuum the car I keep thinking I should do it, so now it's done. One little thing to make the car look a little bit newer. Here we have something else to do on the to-do list as well. I popped down to Kittle Toyota and picked up this clip. Okay, it's about $4 something or other. It's just your basic pushing clip there. It's quite small. But what this is for is, I haven't noticed it, and I've had this car now, well, this is the 4th year of ownership, starting now. But you'll see in there, I've been missing a clip for I don't know how long. So yeah, so we're going to do that today. So there we have the clip. It's quite small, quite bespoke, so I'm just going to give this a quick little polish and make sure it's nice and clean. Put a rag down there so I don't lose it, because that would be a nightmare. It means taking the battery out just to retrieve this, so just give us a tick. I think it is a circle one, because the hole underneath is a circle while this was a slot. I guess it's for adjustability. Yeah, there's only one clip in that little fairway, which is crazy, but yeah, another one off the list.